Press, and it is a company that wants to change the way students prepare for standardized tests. It's also a hot commodity these days, winning prizes from the University of Chicago's Booth School of Business and investment money from the starters of Groupon. Joining us now is one of the founders and still a student himself, Ashish Ragnikar. Ashish, welcome to Chicago tonight.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
First of all, what is Watermelon Express? Explain what it is.
Sure. So we are an education technology company, and we build educational apps that work on smartphones, tablets, web, Kindle, and a lot of other devices that makes studying for any subject a very convenient, social, and fun experience.
And how did you get the idea for this?
So this goes back to kind of late 2008, early 2009. I was working for a financial services company, wanted to go to business school. So I was preparing for my GMAT exam. And it was a pretty frustrating experience because I had to kind of carry around book, and the whole reading of the book was not a very
It's like
fun.
a telephone book. I mean, these test preparation tools.
Yeah, and I have it here. I mean, these are the kind of books, right? So
Well, let's see. Hold it up, because it is like a phone book, and it's not exactly the easiest thing to haul around. I mean, people have done it for generations, but your experience was?
So one, it was inconvenient and kind of difficult to carry around. But I think more important to me was it was a very one-dimensional experience. There was no interactivity. There was no fun. I mean, I just wanted to get done with it, right? And I also realized that I was reading this book, my friend was reading this book, and there was no social component to it. So there was a lot of things that were missing in this textbook experience that I wanted to be part of this whole learning experience that I was going through.
So what you've done is you have arrangements with people like McGraw-Hill, companies like McGraw-Hill that put out these test preparation booklets, and you have customized it in such a way so that you can use it in a more interactive way. Could you show us how it works? Give
Absolutely.
us a sample.
So we go to these publishers like McGraw-Hill, we take their book, and we repackage it in a way that becomes this application. Right? So this is very interactive and social experience. So a student opens up, they get an understanding of how much time they have spent on this, what's their overall score. They start with reading a lot of material. So this is coming from a book. They go through the reading part.
That's what you would find in the hard copy, for example.
Yeah,
but then you take it beyond that.
Absolutely. So we add interactivity to it. So there are a lot of kind of flashcards. So you can kind of flip through these little flashcards and study for definitions and formulas, that kind of stuff. Then we make it a little bit more fun. We create a game out of it. So there is this touch-based match the column game that kind of you can quickly take and see how you're doing.
And you can also tell how other people are doing who have taken the same information. And you can also arrange to have study groups with people who are working on the same problem that you are.
Absolutely. So the social part is very important to us. So the first thing that we do is we tell students as to who all other students are around them taking this. So look at this. I mean, this is New York City. Around 800 other students are using this application right now.
At this very minute?
At this very minute.
Wow.
Right? And if you are one of those students who goes to Starbucks every Sunday 3 o'clock studying for a subject, you can quickly announce it, put it out there. If I am around the same Starbucks, I would just take my iPhone out, see what you are studying, join you, study together, help each other out, and get a better score.
Okay, so you have it for the graduate school exam, you have it for the LSATs. Do you have it for the SATs and ACTs yet?
Yes, so we start all the way from around high school. So we have application for algebra and SAT. We are just releasing it for ACT. And then we go all the way to CFA exam. It's a financial certification exam. We are also releasing some titles for nursing school, MCATs, and we are expanding kind of across the board.
Well, you're expanding your new company. You know, the idea came to you late 2008, early 2009. Any idea if this is really a more successful tool or a better tool or leads to better results than the old hard copies?
So we have a lot of, I would say, anecdotal references. I mean, we get emails and calls from a lot of customers saying that I'm actually studying more. I'm actually more engaged with it. And we have seen kind of a lot of students reporting that their scores have gone up as well. So it's all about kind of them getting more engaged and this being a lot more fun that just leads to better results.
Speaking of fun, everybody when they're studying needs a study break, and your app also has what's called a chill out feature. What is the chill out feature?
So I noticed that when I was studying, every time I used to take a test, for half an hour, after that I just used to quote unquote chill out. So I used to, switch on the TV, watch ESPN a little bit, so just take my mind off. And we wanted to simulate the same thing in here. So every time you take a test or do some practice questions, you are kind of, either served a joke or you're just served a funny YouTube video. You can watch, chill out for a bit, enjoy, and then get back into studying.
Okay, so what's next? You've done the study guides. You're working on more. Where do you see the company going? Because I mean, already you've attracted these major investors. You got a six-figure investment from the folks who started Groupon. So where do you go from here?
So I think the biggest thing for us is we are pretty big on social learning. So I think the next step would be to actually make it build this whole community around this. And make sure that it's just not on all these devices, but a lot of students are helping each other out and contributing to the overall learning experience.
And you're still a student yourself. Something tells me you might have a job after you graduate.
I'm trying my best to.
Well, Ashish, thanks so much, and continued success.
Thank you.